a new vision for tackling the global non-communicable diseases, NCDs. Crisis has failed to reach consensus at the UN after the US refused to give its support, forcing member states to a vote. After months of negotiations, the fourth political declaration on NCDs and mental health received overwhelming backing from governments at the UN General Assembly on Thursday, but was rejected by the US during a speech by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the health secretary. Addressing the assembly, Kennedy said, "We cannot accept language that pushes destructive gender ideology. Neither can we accept claims of a constitutional or international right to abortion. The declaration exceeds the UN's proper role while ignoring the most pressing health issues, and that's why the United States will reject it." There is no mention of reproductive rights or gender in the declaration, except in reference to specific challenges facing women. Despite the US's stance, the declaration is expected to be agreed on in the coming weeks. Katie Dane, the chief executive of the NCD Alliance, an NGO, said, "The unity we saw today proves that most governments are ready to take the baton on NCDs." The declaration includes new targets to track and accelerate responses to NCDs such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and chronic respiratory diseases, which cause 43 million deaths a year, 75% of all deaths worldwide. The majority, 80%, are preventable. It also strongly urges access to affordable medicines and integrates mental health and diseases such as oral and renal conditions. Health experts criticize the failure to recommend harsher taxes on alcohol, tobacco, and sugary drinks. Commitments to such levies were included in an earlier draft, but were absent from the final declaration after intense lobbying by tobacco, alcohol, and food and drink companies. Sugary drinks are not mentioned at all. Alison Cox, the Policy and Advocacy Director at the NCD Alliance, said the watered-down declaration had missed an opportunity to reduce consumption of harmful products and raise much-needed funds for healthcare. Only 19 countries are on track to meet a UN goal to reduce by 1/3 premature mortality from NCDs by 2030 through prevention and treatment. Cox said, "We thought the moment had come. All the agreement by governments about investing in health protection is being lost to the interests of a few industries who are externalizing the effects of their products onto economies." Alcohol, tobacco, and ultra-processed food and drink are key drivers of obesity, a major cause of NCDs. By 2035, 4 billion people will be living with overweight and obesity. A UNICEF report published this month found that for the first time, more children around the world are obese than underweight, with low and middle-income countries seeing the fastest rises. These countries, where health systems, food systems, social protection systems are fragile, can least afford the problems that arise from obesity. Dr. Joan Matchie, the Director of Child Nutrition and Development at UNICEF, told the World Obesity Forum in New York this week. Everywhere children go, shops, restaurants, schools, sports event, while watching TV or scrolling social media, children are surrounded by ultra-processed foods that are cheap and aggressively marketed. We know UPFs are highly profitable, giving the food industry amazing power and influence. Mexico, which first introduced a sugar tax in 2014, plans to increase the levy by 40%, bringing in $3.2 billion a year in revenue that will go towards a health fund. The country is one of the world's highest consumers of sugary drinks, with devastating consequences for public health. 1 in 3 Mexican children are overweight or obese, while diabetes is the nation's second leading cause of death, blamed for 100,000 deaths a year. Speaking at the Obesity Forum, Ramiro Lopez Elizalde, Mexico's Vice Minister of Health, said, "Obesity is the silent epidemic of our time. While drinks company executives make decisions on golf courses, millions are connected to a dialysis machine. The defenders of the soda industry say the soda tax, is only about revenue. They are wrong. We seek to reduce consumption. This is not just a health crisis, but about social and environmental justice. The same industry that makes our children sick pollutes our rivers. Human life is not a market, it is a right we must defend. We know this is annoying, so here is 50% off. Seeing these messages can be repetitive, we know that. Imagine what it's like writing them. But it's also extremely important. One of The Guardian's greatest assets is its reader-funded model. One reader funding means we can cover what we like. We're not beholden to the political whims of a billionaire owner. No one can tell us what not to say or what not to report. 2. Reader funding means we don't have to chase clicks and traffic. We're not desperately seeking your attention for its own sake. We pursue the stories that our editorial team deems important and believe are worthy of your time. 3. Reader funding means we can keep our website open, allowing as many people as possible to read quality journalism from around the world, especially people who live in places where the free press is in peril. Right now, The Guardian's work is funded by just 2.4% of our regular readers. We know that not everyone can afford to pay for news, but if it would help twist your arm into supporting us, this is the last chance for readers like you in Bangladesh to claim 50% off an all-access digital subscription for the first 3 months. We value whatever you can spare, but choosing an all-access digital subscription enables greater investment in our most crucial, fearless journalism. As our thanks to you, we can offer you some great benefits, including making these messages go away. We've made it quick and easy to set up, so we hope you'll consider it. Thank you.